Imagine stepping into another world, a place where you can fly like a bird, explore the depths of the ocean, or walk on Mars. This is not a dream, it's the thrilling world of virtual reality, or VR. VR takes us beyond the limits of the physical world. It offers experiences we've only fantasized about. Virtual reality is like a portal to alternate dimensions. But how does this magic work? It all starts with some clever technology. This essay will peel back the layers of VR. We'll explore the gadgets that make it possible. We'll also dive into the software that brings these experiences to life. From gaming to medicine, VR is making waves. It's changing how we play, learn, and even heal. We'll take a look at some real-world examples. And finally, we'll gaze into the future. What could VR mean for our society? Buckle up and let's dive into the fascinating world of VR. The VR experience begins with a headset. Think of it as a pair of magic goggles. These headsets are more than just fancy glasses. They are your entry ticket to the virtual world. When you put on a VR headset, you are transported to a different reality. VR headsets have special screens inside. These screens display images for each eye. The images are slightly different, creating a three-dimensional effect. It's like looking through a window into another world. The headsets also have lenses that adjust the images, making them look real. But it's not just about what you see. VR headsets have sensors that track your head movements. Look up, down, or sideways, and the virtual world moves with you. This makes the experience immersive. You feel like you are really there. The latest headsets are also wireless. This means you can move around freely, no more tripping over cords. With each new model, VR headsets are getting lighter and more comfortable. The magic goggles are constantly evolving, making the virtual world more accessible to everyone. Seeing is believing, but feeling is experiencing. Sensors play a crucial role in VR. They make the virtual world interact with you. Imagine reaching out to touch a virtual object. Sensors track your movements and make it possible. There are different types of sensors in VR. Motion sensors track your head and body movements. These sensors are often built into the headset. They detect when you tilt your head or turn around. This way, the virtual world moves with you. Then, there are external sensors. These are usually placed around the room. They track your position in space. When you walk forward, the VR environment changes. It feels like you are actually moving in the virtual world. This makes the experience even more immersive. Handheld controllers also have sensors. These track the movements of your hands. Some advanced systems even use gloves. These gloves have sensors that detect finger movements. This allows you to interact with virtual objects in a very natural way. Sensors are the bridge between the real and virtual worlds. What's a game without a controller? In VR, controllers are your hands in the virtual world. They let you interact with objects and navigate virtual spaces. VR controllers come in various shapes and sizes. Some look like traditional game controllers, while others resemble futuristic gadgets. Controllers are loaded with sensors that track your hand movements. So, when you wave or point, it happens in the virtual world too. Some controllers also have haptic feedback, adding realism to the experience. Advanced systems use finger tracking technology for detailed interactions. VR controllers make the virtual world feel like an extension of your own. Section 5. The Wizard Behind the Curtain VR Software. Hardware is important, but software is the real wizard behind VR. Think of it as the director of a movie. It creates the scenes, directs the action, and makes sure everything runs smoothly. VR software turns code into magical experiences. It starts with a game engine, like Unity or Unreal. A game engine is like a toolbox. It has all the tools needed to create a virtual world. Developers build environments, characters, and interactions. Software tracks movements, making the virtual world respond to your actions. It handles graphics, from colors to lighting. The goal is to make everything look as real as possible. Audio is a big part of the VR experience. Sounds can make you feel like you are really there. The software creates three-dimensional audio effects, adding to the immersion. The wizard behind the curtain works tirelessly to make the virtual world come to life. Section 6. Gaming, the ultimate VR playground. Gaming is where VR truly shines. Imagine stepping into your favorite game. You are no longer just a player, you are part of the game. VR takes gaming to a whole new level. One popular VR game is Beat Saber. You use virtual lightsabers to slash through blocks. The blocks come towards you in sync with the music. It's like a dance party in a virtual world. The game is fast-paced and gets your heart pumping. It's a great workout too. Another example is Half-Life Alyx. This game is set in a post-apocalyptic world. You play as Alex Vance, fighting against alien creatures. The game is full of puzzles and action. VR makes it feel real. You can pick up objects, open doors, and even reload your gun. It's like being in an action movie. There are also VR escape rooms. These games put you in a virtual room filled with puzzles. You have to solve the puzzles to escape. VR makes the experience very immersive. You can walk around, pick up clues, and interact with objects. Gaming in VR is not just about playing, it's about experiencing a whole new world. Section 7. Education learning in a virtual classroom. Imagine learning about ancient Egypt by walking through its pyramids, or studying marine biology by diving into a virtual ocean. VR is revolutionizing education. It makes learning interactive and fun. Students can explore subjects in ways that weren't possible before. One great example is Google Expeditions. This app offers virtual field trips. Teachers can take students on guided tours of historical sites, museums, and natural wonders. Imagine visiting the Great Wall of China or the surface of Mars, all from your classroom. Another example is medical training. Medical students can practice surgeries in a virtual environment. They can learn anatomy by exploring a three-dimensional model of the human body. This hands-on experience is invaluable. It allows students to make mistakes and learn from them without any real-world consequences. Language learning is also getting a boost from VR. Apps like Mondly offer virtual conversations with native speakers. You can practice speaking in real-life scenarios like ordering food at a restaurant or asking for directions. VR makes learning a language more engaging and effective. The virtual classroom is opening up a world of possibilities. Section 8. Medicine healing with virtual reality. VR is not just for fun and games, it's also making a big impact in medicine. Doctors and therapists are using VR to treat patients and improve healthcare. Imagine treating phobias by facing them in a virtual world, or relieving pain through a calming VR experience. One example is VR therapy for PTSD. Veterans and trauma survivors can relive their experiences in a controlled environment. This helps them process their emotions and reduce anxiety. VR therapy is proving to be very effective. Another application is pain management. Patients undergoing painful treatments like chemotherapy can use VR to distract themselves. They can immerse in a relaxing virtual world, reducing their perception of pain. Studies have shown that VR can lower pain levels by up to 25%. Surgical training is also benefiting from VR. Surgeons can practice complex procedures in a virtual environment. This helps them improve their skills without any risks. VR simulations are very realistic, providing valuable hands-on experience. The future of medicine is looking brighter with the help of VR. Section 9. The future beckons VR's potential. The future of VR is incredibly exciting. We've only scratched the surface of what's possible. Imagine a world where VR is part of our everyday lives. From virtual meetings to VR travel, the possibilities are endless. One area with huge potential is social VR. Imagine hanging out with friends in a virtual cafe. You can chat, play games, and share experiences all in a virtual space. Apps like VR Chat are already making this possible. Social VR could change the way we interact with each other. Another exciting development is VR in the workplace. Imagine working in a virtual office. You can collaborate with colleagues from around the world. Virtual meetings are more engaging and interactive than video calls. Companies are starting to explore the benefits of VR for remote work. VR is also opening up new possibilities for entertainment. Imagine watching a movie in a virtual theater. You can choose your seat, buy virtual popcorn, and watch with friends from different locations. The entertainment industry is embracing VR, creating new experiences for audiences. The future is bright for VR, and it's just getting started. Section 10. Societal impact, VR changing our world. VR is not just a technological marvel, it's also changing our society. It's impacting how we communicate, work, and play. VR is breaking down barriers and creating new opportunities. One significant impact is on accessibility. VR is making experiences accessible to people with disabilities. Imagine a person in a wheelchair exploring a virtual park, or a visually impaired person experiencing a virtual art gallery. VR is opening up new worlds for everyone. Another impact is on mental health. VR therapy is helping people cope with anxiety, depression, and PTSD. It's providing new ways to treat mental health issues. VR is also being used for mindfulness and meditation. It offers a peaceful escape from the stresses of everyday life. VR is also fostering empathy. Imagine stepping into someone else's shoes. VR experiences can give insights into different cultures, lifestyles, and challenges. This can make us more understanding and compassionate. VR is not just a technology, it's a tool for social change. It has the potential to make our world a better place. Section 11. Conclusion: Embracing the virtual frontier. Virtual reality is more than just a cool gadget. It's a gateway to new experiences and possibilities. From gaming and education to medicine and social interactions, VR is transforming our world. It's making the impossible possible and the ordinary extraordinary. As we move forward, VR will continue to evolve. It will become more accessible, more immersive, and more integrated into our daily lives. The future of VR is bright, and the potential is limitless. We are just beginning to explore the virtual frontier. Embracing VR means embracing innovation and creativity. It's about pushing the boundaries of what we can do and experience. Let's step into this exciting new world and see where it takes us. The adventure is just beginning. The virtual frontier is calling. Are you ready to explore it?